Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I'm here with my uncle. Good to see you.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We want to talk about compassion because right now in our society, there's so much going on. There's a lot of ugly going on. There is so much negativity that I think that a lot of people are confused. Their mindsets are a little bit off base, and they would love to have a direction, some kind of you know, a path to take. So we're gonna talk about that for a moment. And before I say any much more further into it, Uncle, when you hear the word compassion, um, what what does that what does that say or mean to you? The word compassion.
Well, compassion to me means having the ability to not only empathize or sympathize with a certain situation that you see that is not normal. It's not normal. Either somebody is getting mistreated, and you have the ability to do something about it. Compassion is you um, taking a risk and uh, getting into the situation and try to resolve the situation in a way that is fair to the two people or three, however, how many may be involved, where both people will come to an understanding. And sometimes it doesn't always end up that way. Sometimes it will be you using your ultimate will to stop the mistreatment that is happening.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, because there's a lot of friction out there. Where
mhm,
there's friction just within the mind itself, friction within friends, friction within family. Friction within the system. And even friction right now within the votes
mhm,
and all of that.
mhm.
So, with that being said, what comes to your mind and how you like to tackle this subject when it comes to compassion?
Well, I like to borrow a saying, a little poem, and there's a couple of them that I have here. But first of all, I want to talk about one from Socrates. This guy is McGoffrey's poem talks about in light of how compassionate people will see things. He said, "Beautiful faces are there that wear the light of a pleasant spirit there. Beautiful hands are there that do deeds that are noble, good, and true. Beautiful feet are there that go swiftly to lighten another's woes, like another's burden,
Yes.
another's problem.
Yes.
So, based on that, you talk about the environment that we live in today. Um, I just, in the totality of the things that we're seeing, I just don't understand the compassion. And I'm going to speak to my white friends directly. I don't understand the compassion of anybody who sees what's going on, especially, and we're going to be very direct here, especially about the shootings of unharmed black men, and sometimes the killing of unharmed black men. I cannot see how a white person would ignore that and want to put people in office that are not even that are very very hardened about doing things, changing the laws that would hold the people that are doing this kind of behavior accountable for that, for those kind of for that conduct. I can't see it. I look at the support. I see they say about 40 something percent of the white population are voting for a demographic who is in power, who does not even want to recognize that this is something that needs to be dealt with. I just can't see it. So that's what troubles me. I get very emotional about this, but I'm gonna say this, if you
Okay.
okay. I want every white man to think about it. That person, that Floyd, who a white police officer have his knee on his neck, that Floyd is a black man, is a white man, and a black police officer have his knee on his neck. I want every white man to think about Gardner, Eric Gardner, who's telling the police, I can't breathe, and that these people held him down till he suffocated. I want every white man, every white person to think that every circumstance where a black man is being shot in the back 7 times, that was a white boy or a white kid, and this a black man that shot him. Every circumstance that they see this situation play out, let them reverse the role, and then tell me, how would they feel? We are all connected, but when it comes to the matter of ethnicity, we cannot deny that we are diverse, and that diversity is supposed to come together. But when you're doing things that alienate the other ethnic, that is supposed to be a component of the society, for one reason or the other, how would you feel? So the whites are majority, and I know well that majority of the whites don't agree with this. Why don't they take matters into their own hand and say this is enough, and put legislatures in place and vote and put legislatures in place that will put laws in place that will hold those kind of conduct, because that's the only way you can stop it. I don't get it. You know, we are so compassionate about everything else, even people outside of the country. If you want to be a patriot, start from your own home. Take care of the people that are here, that have built this country, whether they're good people or not. If they're not good, hold them responsible for their conduct. But don't just violate the law to enforce the rule because you have a protection. That's not right.
Yeah.
So I'm challenging every white man. If you really have a conscience, every white person, if you have a conscience, you must do something. If you don't do something, that means you are agreeing with what is going on.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
Well, 2 things come to my mind when I hear you speak. One, that there is that there's hurt in the white man, right? So whatever happened to them when they were little boys or however they were raised, because hate is instilled into a person. You're not born to hate. So when that hate is in there, then they are taught to hate a certain group of people. So they're taught to hate black people, right? So that's one thing that comes to mind, and we can elaborate more on that. The second thing that comes to my mind is fear. There's a fear that I believe that they are, as when I say they, white people are afraid that they're dwindling away as far as in numbers, and that eventually the world will be brown, and so therefore that's why they attack the black man and attack the black family and attack the black race, just so that they can stay around longer, so they can kill us all off. Then they could dominate. So that's what comes to my mind.
And you rightfully so. It may, I believe that element of the fear is very, very predominant in the conduct that is going on. You see, like those people that were marching, they were saying the Jews will not replace us, or you will not replace us. I don't know how that. I think it's the Jews, but nobody's trying to replace anybody.
Right.
And that's the thing. What we see today is just part of the natural phenomenon. White men are falling in love with black men, black women, and procreating brown children. Black men are falling in love with white women and procreating brown children. You see, Hispanics fall in love with white male, and so that's a natural thing you can't change.
Yeah.
You cannot change that. So when people try to keep things the way they are, life evolves. So
and another thing too, that I've also recognized is that there are a lot of beautiful white people, right, that actually have the that love and compassion that we're talking about.
Yes.
It's just that there's a selected handful of white people that are completely evil. Mm-hmm. So I think at the same time, another thing to add to it is that there's a difference between good and evil.
Right.
And I think we're dealing with the evil white people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, opposed to it being all white people. Mm-hmm. So the evil white people, I think that there's a lot of white people that are angry and disappointed with the evil white people.
And those are the ones we're speaking to today. Those are the ones that say, where is your compassion? It's not just for you to sit there and do nothing. If you don't do something, you are co-signing to that evil. So you are as well. Okay. So yes, if you recognize something that is wrong and you don't do anything about it, you're as culpable as the other person who's doing it.
Right.
So that's who we're appealing to. These are the people that have to go to vote.
Yeah.
Okay. They have to go out to vote, and once they go out to vote, they need to do their own research and put people in office that are going to do things, put the laws in place that would change this. Okay. So you do your research. I'll tell you a story, Ifyok.
Okay.
I used to coach soccer. I coached soccer for about 5 years, and I have scars. I have a scar here, and I have scars in my hands. So this kids, and I used to bodybuild, so I was very big. I was buff.
Yes.
So and everybody used to. These kids will ask. They'll come. Kids. They're very honest. They say, what happened? What happened? What is And I'll tell them, I say, I'm from Africa. I used to fight tigers. They go, whoa. I said, yeah, fight tigers. I told that story for almost 5 years actually. My last year of coaching, I had this kid. He was very unique. Yeah. His name was Nathan. Okay. For the sake of this, I'll keep his last name out.
Yeah.
And this kid, when everybody's practicing, he's talking to the butterflies, he's talking to the grasshoppers, he's very preoccupied with what's going on in around him. And so he's when everybody asked me, even the parents believed me when I said I used to fight tigers.
Yeah.
Look at me, I was big.
Yeah,
it looks like he could.
Yeah.
So Nathan one day was listening when I was telling the story about how I used to fight, how the tiger came after me and I turned around and I hit him. And he was just very intensely looking at me. And then one day, he came back to me and looked at me straight in the face and go, "There are no tigers in Africa." and he was paying attention.
Yeah.
You know, so yes, I could tell that story. You could believe it.
Yeah.
You know, so the fact is this. The reason why I'm saying this is there are just some things that appears to be true,
Yeah.
but they're not really true.
Yeah.
So you have to gather the facts. Okay? There are as much white people that are being procreated in this country than there are minorities. Okay? So, and there are also all kinds of errors that are being perpetrated out there. We have to do our own research. We have to, is this really true? Is really true? Or is it the evil that is a man?
Yeah.
Okay? If it's evil that is a man, then the evil need to act in openness where he could be dealt with openly. But when the evil is hiding in the highest office, when the evil is hiding in legislature, when the evil is hiding in the police officers, police uniform, when the evil is hiding under a protected segment of the government that is supposed to be sacred,
Yeah.
then the only way that you can remove the evil is to exercise your right to vote. And every white person that feel compassionate about this and doesn't want this to go on has to take it upon themselves to exercise that right and vote for the right people that are going to go in and remove this evil. Because if you don't, I guarantee it, if this continue, this country is going to fall.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
If you just pay attention to what's going on.
Yeah.
Pay attention to what's going on. If you don't do it, then this country will pay a greater price than you are paying right now. So the stake is way too high.
Yeah.
For you to continue to puddle around like a pigeon.
Yeah.
And act like nothing is happening.
Yes.
There is a lot happening. So nobody can sit around and say, well, I hope. No.
Yeah. You gotta put action behind.
Absolutely.
So so we're looking for all compassionate people, all of the righteous people, all of those that want a healthier now and a healthier tomorrow to step up and put action, to get the evil out. Right?
That's it. I know Charles Dickens said here. I was going to give you my last quote.
Okay.
Charles Dickens said, "Every young person embarking on a career should take the remembrance of Marley's ghost, who cautions us that mankind is our business." Mankind is our business. You are my business. The other person down the street is my business. I have to be a good neighbor. That's what we are. That's what we have to strive to be. And right now, this country is so divided. And when you come at the end of the day, what for? What for?
Yeah.
If the police doesn't shoot somebody in the back, there is no rioting. Okay?
Yeah.
So, do you want to deal with the rioting? Then stop the police from shooting somebody in the back.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So that if somebody wants to go and riot for no reason, you grab him and put him where he needs to be. I'm not promoting rioting.
Yeah.
I think peaceful demonstration is good. But some people cannot be, when anger gets in, emotion stirs up. People do crazy stuff.
Yeah. You know, and with the shutdown, lockdown,
Yeah.
all of this stuff that's been going on,
Yeah.
a lot of people have been cooped up,
Yeah.
frustrated, angry, you know, at one another.
Yeah.
You know, and it's time to
Yeah.
make amends, and because a lot of us are great people.
A lot of people wants to do good.
And a lot of people want to be free, happier.
Yeah.
You know, but the key word is free. They want that free. We want that freedom, that peace of mind. You know, and so I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. If you wanna stop police, or you wanna stop looting, stop the police from doing stuff that are wrong. You know. You're not gonna show me with this mass media thing.
Yeah.
You know, nothing is hidden anymore. Everybody sees it. So what do you want them to say? Sit on their hands?
Yeah.
You know, people are peaceful demonstrating, but some people go beyond peaceful demonstration. If you want to stop that, then stop the cause.
You know one thing that I also think as well is that as us black men, because obviously the target is black men, right? I think that even us black men have actually looked down on ourselves, you know, amongst each other as black men, and I think that the way we view ourselves has been a problem, or the way that society has viewed us as black men. So, for example, let's use like a cockroach, right? So think of a cockroach, where you see a cockroach, you're like, you know, you're like, compared to like, let's say there's a butterfly, right?
Yeah.
So if you look at the two, so if we as black men are a cockroach, right, we are ready to stomp on it. Right? You know what I'm saying? Compared to a beautiful butterfly. So if the rest of the world is a butterfly and a black man is a cockroach,
they look at us.
Right. So we have to change that dynamic, you know, and know that we are all beautiful. We are all beautiful butterflies, you know, and find. Man, I mean, we are one of a kind.
I know.
But until we change our mindset, right? Because let's say we get rid of the whole police department and get a whole new, you know, police department and say, hey, but if that new set of people say, hey, that's a cockroach, the same cycle continues.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So.
And I got you, and I completely understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because you know, like the cockroach needs to change his mind. He say, I'm a living creature too.
Absolutely.
You know, as long as I'm not coming to your house and eat up your. That was quite an example. But you have to go to the extreme to get the point across.
Yeah.
But
you know?
I completely understand.
Yeah.
But turning into real life.
Yeah.
Though.
Yeah.
Yes, we as black people need to be responsible.
Yes.
You know, because we are responsible for ourselves.
Yes.
So, and it's up to people like me, you, and there's some people doing some good stuff out there, to be involved with the black man.
Yeah.
And try to help them.
Yes.
See things from a different perspective.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of a mindset that is there in the black families that I agree has to change from a position that people owe me something to a position to, okay, this is what happened. What can I do to change my circumstance?
Yes.
You know, and because if you function from a place that you people are indebted to you, you tend to not do things that are productive.
Right.
You know, because you have a chip on your shoulder.
Yeah.
Yes, keep that chip on your shoulder, but use it in, like you have athletes. They put that chip on their shoulder and it drives them.
Yes.
To excel.
Yes.
To do things that are marvelous, things that are worth notice.
Yes.
You know, so yeah, we have a lot of work to do, but as of now, we have to stop killing them.
Yeah.
We have to stop people from killing them and hiding behind the badge.
Yeah.
You know, simply because.
Yeah.
That's not right. You know, so we are really asking. You know, we are appealing to the white audience that have compassion, that disagree with what's going on, to get involved and exterminate this evil that is about to turn this country into something that is not supposed to be.
Yes.
Because that's what, if you let this keep going on, I promise you, you will not like the end of it.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Wow. Yeah. God is awesome.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, and I appreciate him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been through some battles, and one of these days we'll talk about my story.
Absolutely. Because one thing I do know,
Yeah.
we all have a story.
Absolutely.
And we'll definitely bring it up,
Yeah.
because I think it will help.
Yes.
Yeah, that's awesome. So compassion is what it is. Having compassion for one another, and making a difference. And we do have the power to do so.
Mm-hmm.
So it starts right here, right now. We don't have to wait for anybody else to tell us what to do. We just get up and do it. We just get up and make it happen.
Yeah.
And so us talking about it is a start. It's a start of a beautiful movement, and we can do this. So awesome.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, thank God.
Yeah.
God is good, man.
Yes.
And I know that there's, like I always believe, I said it before, I always believe that the good will trump, yes, literally, trump evil.
Absolutely.
And that's, we have to make sure that holds true.
Well, we're in a shifting anyway, Uncle. Mm-hmm. We're in a shifting. So if evil has been running around and ruling all these centuries, we're dealing with that shifting period right now where righteous is going to elevate.
Yes.
And that's why there's so much chaos going on, so much confusion going on right now. Right. But with us standing together with compassion, with love, and pushing through, for humanity. Oh, yes. Uncle.
I see it.
It's on and cracking.
I see it.
Because there is a lot of people with beautiful passion that wants the change as well too.
Yes.
That we're talking about.
Yes.
A lot of people. So, so that energy is out there.
Yes.
And I'm grateful for all of those that are compassionate, and for those that are not compassionate, we're sending you positive energy, because whatever hurt that's going on within you. It's time to take a deep breath and let it go.
Yes.
It's time to let it go, because we will embrace you with love and happiness and all of that. Like whatever happened to you as a young boy, a young person, is behind you. We will help you process that, So we're here.
Yeah.
We're here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm sorry to be that animated today, but
I love it.
Yeah.
I think they love it too. I think it's awesome, to see us in our raw form.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So, cool beans. Well, if you guys have any kind of questions, any kind of concerns, any feedback, please share it. Leave your opinions. And because we're in this together, we're doing this together. It's a team effort. We work together as one unit to help make a difference.
Yes.
So we thank you for your time. Thank you for your energy. Uncle, thank you for being on the show.
Yes. Yes, I'm loving it.
And sharing your opinion.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
Yes.
And wherever you are, one love, big hugs.
Yeah.
And until next time.
Yeah.
Peace.
Peace.
Already. Thank you, Uncle.
Did you ask him to like the video?
Oh, hey. But you should do that. You should do that. Do that for me.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
If you like the video, please don't forget to share and give us a like.
Give us a thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Right?
And subscribe.
And subscribe.
If you like it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah,
so like, share the video, and hit subscribe.
Yes.
See, you're awesome.
You're awesome.
It's teamwork,
awesome.
right?
That's right. I'm part of the team now.
Yes,
already.
indeed. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Well, you guys have a great day. Thank you so much.
You.
Peace.
Peace.
Already. That's awesome.
Yeah.